Hey everyone. I'm at the base of Thunder Mountain in Sedona. That's Thunder Mountain. And I want to talk about something really important that is important and dear to my own heart for many, many, many reasons. I'm going to talk about a few things and tie some things together for you. Okay. And I'm going to start out by saying, there's a lot of things that we can choose to be afraid of right now. And especially if we have been living a life that has been ignoring our bodies. Our bodies will signal to you that we need to change some things. Okay? And when we go through situations in life that allow us to perceive fear and to keep repeating these wounds of fear, we're not really shifting that energy. Hey, Joseph. Hi, Samuel. Hi, Katie. Hi, everyone. Okay, there's a lot of things that are happening right now, and we have access to lots more information than we have ever previously, whether that be social media or through sensitivities or whatever. Okay, here's the thing, is that it doesn't matter what it is. It matters what you resonate with and what you choose to resonate with. And somebody who's been raised in an environment with lots of perceived fear or fear as a child, you're going to be acclimated more to a chaotic environment, okay? And this is how these things kind of develop as a child. We develop survival mechanisms, and realizing that the survival mechanism is actually something that we end up being stuck in because we haven't yet experienced or known there to be another way. Okay. I've been kind of withdrawing a little bit because it's very important for me to be in alignment with what I'm speaking of, and so I needed to actually update and kind of take better care of myself before I start speaking about some things. But I know that I can help so many people right now because of my own life and what I've been doing with transcending fear in my own life. We don't realize that a lot of these things that we go through are different fear-based realities. And the whole part of the ascension process and the awakening process is, how do we move into the heart and transcend that? How do we return back to that light? How do we anchor that light within our reality? And then how do we create from that light within our heart? Okay? And so there's a lot of different people talking about lots of things. We have coronavirus, we have HIV, we have cancer, we have all the things that you could possibly be afraid of. So you may as well just give up right now. Well, that's not what we're here for, folks. A lot of people don't realize that there are ways to combat, or I shouldn't say combat, because that's only repeating the fear modality, the fear program. Okay? In a state of safety, there is no combat. There is no war or warrior in a state of love. Okay? Now, we have to know that there's a possibility and a way to actually anchor in more light and to move into a new reality that no longer reflects the wounding of the past. So yeah, sure, we can give into the fears of, all of these different, media plays or whatnot. Giving our power away is the biggest pandemic known to man, and we started it back in the time of the Atlantis and the Atlantean times. Okay, so by moving back into our heart, we're reclaiming our power by choosing new actions and to do things in a new way. Now, we can't do that if we have these stories of, oh my gosh, you have negative energy. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid of your negative energy. Oh my gosh, now I'm afraid of your face mask and your negative energy and your coronavirus. So we start repeating this developing habit of, I am afraid, I am afraid, I am afraid, I am afraid. The more you repeat a repeating behavior or thought turns into a belief, such as I am afraid, I am fear, then we start to dissociate because we no longer perceive that this reality surrounding us is in fact safe. So you could be staring at people like me or Joseph Delaney or, all these people going, hey, they seem like they got it okay. I remember when I felt like I was going crazy when I was about 17 years old. I felt like I was losing my mind and I didn't know what was going on. I had so many thoughts in my head. I had screaming thoughts in my head. I thought they were demons. I didn't know what to do other than to grab more alcohol or whatever. But I kept on looking at people around me and going, they seem like they have it together. How come they have it together? What are they doing that I'm not doing? And I realized, years and years and years later, that through my upbringing, I didn't really get to experience what having energetic boundaries was like. So I was open and susceptible to every thought imaginable and every person's funky funk energy that I could imagine. And so my process of healing became, how do I return to safety? How do I return to safety within my perception, and how do I create a reality that is beneficial for me? Not for you, not for you, not for you. I love you dearly, but I had to become selfish. And I had to know that taking care of myself was the first and foremost thing. I had to do things that were more challenging than I could ever imagine. Ironically, the most challenging thing I could ever imagine was meditating. Oh no, I'll do anything. I'll take all the pills, I'll do all the drugs, I'll hang out with all the shitty people, but I'm not meditating. No, not that. I realized the people that were doing well were taking care of themselves. The people that were doing well had a sense of safety. They had a sense of knowing that they were okay. And so I started to meditate. And within 2 weeks of nonstop meditation and learning a specific type of meditation, I got to a point where my mind was silent. And I realized that all that stuff was other people's energies. All that stuff that I had learned to own. All those emotions that I decided to own and then create a negative behavior based on those emotions. Thanks, Joe. I started to create these behaviors based off of these negative emotions that I was absorbing. And then I had to start clearing out these negative behaviors that I had built a whole identity around. Nothing scared me more. Because letting go of an identity was like the most vulnerable thing I could ever imagine. And especially, since that was all I knew. But in what we're doing right now, and what's going on right now, is that, I don't like giving into the fear stories. And there's been times over the last few years that I really did again. And I started to replay a lot of those old addictive behaviors. And those behaviors, it wasn't addiction, it was fear. Because I was starting to create a life that was separate from God or separate from my heart. I don't know what you believe. I don't care what you believe. Okay? I'm sharing with you my story. I was raised without any religion or anything. And I believe that there's an essence, and that essence wants to become you in its most empowered vision. And if we hold on to these fear stories, we will not be able to become that empowered vision. Okay? People think they know what self-empowerment is, but they don't. When you are aligned within your heart and you know safety so much that you can manifest anything, realizing in a state of safety, there is no resistance. In a state of safety, there's pure gratitude. In a continuous state of safety within the heart, there is pure joy. There is beingness, where you don't need to think. Okay? So there's a lot going on, but a lot of it is the distraction that we were taught as children to know that it's okay to be distracted because that's how we dealt with our trauma. During our rape, during our traumas, during our pain, how did we learn to hear or to save ourselves? By disassociating. Poof, I'm gone. But guess what happens when you disassociate? You give up all your power. You give up all of your power. And when you give up all of your power, you start being curious about what other people think of you, because you start thinking that you are the cause of everybody else's pain. Because all you see, hear, feel, and do is observe other people's pain and fear. So it gets repetitive. And then what a better way but to disassociate than to stare and scroll through our Facebooks. Guilty as charged. And what I'm doing right now is trying to reclaim a lot of this, because what I wanted to do and make sure that I'm doing is not speaking from a state of, hey, I need attention or I need to be, validated. Because that validation is a perception of there is a lack of self-worth or something that is not important within me, so I need to seek it within others. But this is just repetitive of that old disassociation. Okay? So what I'm doing again is meditating a lot more. I'm reclaiming my power. I don't want to be disempowered anymore. I'm tired of feeling everybody else's stuff again. It doesn't mean I'm an asshole. It means I need to anchor in a higher vibration. I need to anchor in a much more beautiful way of living for myself. And perhaps maybe it might inspire others to do the same and to know that it's okay. Okay? So here's these things. The media, the news, all this stuff, they control you through fear. Okay? And again, I don't like to give into that whole space of, like all the conspiracy theories and all that stuff. But, there's some things that are absolutely true. Okay? And everybody is going through different things based on their own perception of safety and fear. Healing is about resolving and becoming more safe. There's no end to the amount of perception in which you can notice in terms of safety within your life. The perception of safety doesn't end. Even when you start being fully in your heart, then you can start creating worlds that are only repetitive of that safety of love. Okay? So as we start moving into the heart and out of the mind, sure, we can keep into, when the fear program is initiated, it's there to scare you, but it's also there to save your life. So that's very important to know. But here's the thing. I'm not saying don't ignore the coronavirus thing or whatever. Be smart, do what you need to do for you and your family. But to continually worry and all that is kind of not the best way to go about it, because that in fact lowers your immune system. Stress and all that stuff lowers your immune system because you start being more open to fear. As you start being more open to fear, you start worrying more. As you worry more, it creates stress. Your stress hormones pick up. Your health starts kind of, as they say, low vibration. But it's not really low vibration. What's going on is your body's just starting to not be in full optimum vibrance of what it would be doing otherwise if you had a healthy self-care routine. I've said this for years and years and years and years and years. Through this awakening process, it is about taking care of your body. Because when you take care of your body knows that you are safe. When you connect to the earth and meditate, you tell yourself that you belong here. You close your eyes and you're not perceiving all the chaos. You feel safe. It's not running away. It's accessing a deeper integrated level of safety. And as you access a deeper integrated level of safety, you anchor in more light. As you anchor in more light, you naturally progress into the heart. Joe Dispenza and a lot of these guys talk about heart coherence and whatnot, but they don't really take in consideration the ascension process and the aspect of a big part of what we're doing is actually transcending darkness into light. And how we're doing that is by doing it more and more and more, by taking that will, that free will that we have, by choosing to know that I'm worth a better reality than the one that I'm observing. And sometimes, yes, that may require you to close your eyes and to be with yourself and breathe and let the hormones chill and to know that you're not in a state of fight or flight and that you're not going to be gobbled up. Okay? Now, I'm going to share with you the things that I've learned about this, about all of this stuff by reprogramming the mind. As I've been doing this for a long time, I'm also a certified hypnotherapist and I integrate many different forms of energy healing. I knew a long time ago that by accessing the heart, I can amplify the electromagnetic field of my heart, okay? And I knew that I could actually start healing people just by the words that I speak. And so I wanted to go deeper into my heart. I wanted to know what else is there because, oh my gosh, there's so many reasons to not go in my heart. Oh my God. Oh my God. So many reasons. But yet people choose to stay in their mind. That's what's funny. Okay. So one of the best tools for reprogramming the mind, Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, they talk about it all the time. But a lot of people are afraid to actually access it, and that is hypnotherapy. It's not gobbling like a duck or chicken or turkey or whatever. It's about accessing the potential you that you can always be. And so I started making my own hypnotherapy sessions a long time ago to get myself through my addictions because I knew that there was an aspect of me that I was not yet accessing. So what I started to do was write out my own hypnotherapy scripts about all the resources that I would want to have. And then I started to download them in my subconscious mind. And you know that it's not very productive if you're doing all this work but yet still settling for watching CNN or watching Fox News or paying attention to all the fear stuff. You may as well just not be doing the work. But yes, it is the unconscious mind. So hypnotherapy accesses the subconscious mind, and we're in a state of the subconscious mind, often. Every time you're thinking, we're accessing a state of hypnosis. And the body actually moves into a state of hypnosis twice naturally every day. Okay. Or we can access it through hypnotherapy. Okay. So with hypnotherapy, I learned that actually hypnotherapy and other reprogramming belief structures and whatnot like that, integrated in their own way, is the best way to, in fact, overcome these old habits. That's all it is. You being attracted to fear is an old habit. And guess what? I bet you also have lots of anxiety too. And guess what? Yes, because that's fear-based. Yes, because you're creating future negative outcomes. So, and it's not so much about the habit, but it's actually a lot more about the emotion backing the habit. Okay? So if you have developed your life into a way that's actually surrounding yourself with a bunch of people who are fear-based and it's going to be a little bit tricky because you're going to have to make some effort to change. Okay? But we're not going to change by giving away our power by blaming other people. Accountability and you taking accountability for knowing that you are able to change is actually what's important. The old habits, you mentioned clinging. Why? Because change is scary, isn't it? Ooh. But what if the new change is actually happening because you, in fact, have actually grown more than you've ever imagined? But you're holding on to the old habit. Ooh. Okay. So, overcoming fear. Take the initiative. Take time out. start looking into new things and looking into the subconscious mind of how to reprogram your mind. Okay, and then the fears won't be as addictive or important. You start doing your own thing. You start accessing the heart. Okay, so I didn't mean for well, I may as well talk about it. I'm doing a class on the 14th, and it's not only how to access the heart and empower the heart and allow the heart to become your active center, and allowing, as we activate the heart, you can transmute a lot of fear, okay? So as we transmute a lot of fear, we're going to do it in a group, but we're going to do it hypnotically, accessing the subconscious mind. And what if we create beliefs knowing that your heart is a natural place to be? It's mountain bike festival here in Sedona, so we have all these mountain bikers going on, and as they go by, I just look at their butts. But not really, kind of. The spandex isn't really my thing. But anyways, so on the 14th, we're going to access the heart, and we're going to co-create a beautiful hypnotherapy session for everybody in the class of what it's like to be in the heart. So a lot of people don't really know how to be in a state of safety because they haven't yet lived it. So I'm going to guide people into that way. Okay, and then we're going to record it. We're going to do it live, and then we're going to start giving the people and everybody the ability to do it, because as you start doing it more and more and more, we actually gain more empowerment to shift the energies on the planet, thus creating more light on this earth. And, so anyways, I'm going to start being, I know I've said this a little bit, but, there's been times when I'm just like, you know what, screw this. I'm tired. I'm tired of setting up all these things and it not resonating or what. I have no idea. But that's, I actually have to make it known that this is extremely important for people to know. And there's a lot of resources that I have that a lot of people are not aware of, because I don't really talk about what I actually do or my processes. And so that's, I want to start educating people more so they can actually take the reins and become more self-empowered, and so you can make a difference in the lives around you. So I hope you're all doing well, and I hope that helped you a little bit. If you are not familiar, I did start a group a long time ago called Meditation for Humans, and that's on Facebook, where people share different tools for meditation. I also have my YouTube channel, which has different healings, different things that you can do. So that's youtube.com, Danny Picard Inspires. And my website, I have some downloadable files, some healing sessions that you can, some hypnotherapy sessions that you can download. That's the epichuman.com, okay? Where we move you into becoming the epic human that you were designed to be, okay? And if we're stuck in fear, we cannot access that potential of who we are, okay? So healing is all about safety. And so through my journey, I've developed many, many different ways of feeling safe and actually applying them, okay? So this is with my coaching, and this is with the classes that I teach, and it's all integrated. So if you guys wanted to really take empowerment of your life and do something new that actually changes, then let's go ahead and do it, okay? So you can also private message me and I'll reach out. I'm going to go lay out by the pool, go for a little bit more hiking right now. It's absolutely beautiful out here right now in Sedona. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today. And yeah, I'm totally falling in love with my life right now. And it's absolutely, completely magical. And what's really cool, check out, there's a guy hiking. He's cliff jumping and I can't hold the camera still enough. Okay, that's too much. It got too shaky. So yeah, no, things are going amazingly well. I move into my new home in about a week, and sorry, Kiva. I was gonna puke too. Moving to my new home in about a week, and then I'm driving out to California, where I'm surprising a friend. I hope she doesn't watch this. But also, I'm going to be doing some client sessions and visiting my mom. And then I'm going to come back. And then, yeah, everything's just really, really fantastic right now. So I want you guys to just know that there's different ways that you can change, and if you want to make it a little easier on yourselves, check out theepichuman.com, send me a little note, see how we can help you. This is what I do. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna go lay out the pool and go hiking. So all right, much love, you guys. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be in Santa Cruz and in Bay Area-ish, Yosemite-ish, yeah, all around that area. So other than that, I do all my client sessions online via Zoom. So if you guys are interested in doing a personal session where we clear fear out of your life and giving you the tools to do that, please private message me, and we can get you going, because it's a pretty neat process that I know that I'm the only one that actually does it, where I integrate several different modalities. But it's all about empowerment, accessing the energetic body, but also working with subconscious mind, and working with the epigenetics and the science aspect of it too. So where I teach you to heal, reprogram your mind, we uplift your energetics, and allow you to manifest the reality that you want, all in about 2 hours. Okay, so I do have coaching programs also. Okay, you guys, I hope you're doing great, and come visit Sedona. It's amazing. It's amazing. I have to watch out for rattlesnakes, so they're coming out. Please share this video if it has helped you, and I hope you guys are doing great. All right, much love. Bye.